The expenditures in a primary agriculture or farming operation are largely going to be dominated by input costs. These will include, to varying degrees, costs of things like seed, cost of fertilizer, pesticides, labor, and where applicable, costs of water and related irrigation capabilities. Energy in the form of petrol and diesel and electricity will also be another significant cost contributor. And then you also have transport and logistics costs. These are the costs that will be incurred insofar as getting the product to the end buyer or to the market. Sometimes farming operations also have marketing expenses. And if the farm or the land is not owned by the farmer themselves, they might have to pay rent or they might be leasing the land. And depending on the regulations in the country, there might also be property taxes. So if the operation includes any form of animal husbandry, if there's livestock such as cattle or pigs, even chickens, other significant costs that could be incurred would include feedstock to feed the animals. There could be veterinary medicine for the prevention, for the diagnosis, for the treatment of disease for the respective animals. And this could include things like vaccinations, antibiotics, and dewormers. Also, in the poultry business, for instance, a farmer will frequently be buying chicks, or they might be buying piglets if they're running a piggery that can be raised into full chickens and pigs before slaughter. If the farming operation is commercial or being undertaken at scale, frequently financing cost or interest expense will make up an important part of the expenditures incurred. So could things like drought insurance and subscription to specialist agriculture-related services, such as notifications on weather conditions, etc., and so forth. So a farming operation making use of mechanization will also incur significant depreciation expenses on its capital equipment. Things like tractors, harvesters, buildings, these all have to be depreciated. So you'll see a depreciation expense coming through that's quite significant. This is just a simple illustration of the costs that can be incurred in a primary farming operation. It's not meant to be exhaustive, but it illustrates the main costs likely to be incurred in an agriculture or farming operation.